What's up, everybody? It's me with Pray Personal Auto Detailing, and I am beyond pumped that you're here with me in the garage today because I have a 2014 Nissan NV3500 in graphite blue metallic, and it is here to be completely changed. The interior of this vehicle is experiencing what we'll call some issues. When you check it out, you can see that there is a ton of debris on the carpet. The leather needs some serious restoration, but check it out. This van has just shy of 100,000 miles. The customer has 5 kids and 2 dogs, and they have used this the whole time. So you can see how kids getting in and out of a vehicle all day, every day, would make it a little bit dirty, but this detail is going to be sick. I can't even describe it. I'm beyond excited. I am gonna do the exterior as well. That's gonna be pretty fun, but the interior is where I'm just so excited, and I'm pumped that you're here on this ride with me. Now, if you don't wanna miss any of this epic, glorious content, even though it's by an excitable detailer, please go down and hit that subscribe button. Touch that notification bell so you don't miss any of our posts. We post once a week on Mondays. Without anything else, let's just get into this and have fun. We'll roll into this detail by starting with the wheels and tires, and notice that the wheel wells are actually covered in dirt, and so it's going to be interesting to get it out. They are carpeted, so that should be fun because that always collects a bunch of mud, but we are going to get these cleaned off with our detailing brushes, and of course our Meguiar's tire and wheel cleaner because it's my preferred method. Because there was so much epic footage while doing this Nissan van, I ran out of time to include a bunch of before and after videos. So you'll just have to kind of bear with me and watch the during process of the transformation going from dirty to clean, because I definitely don't want you to miss out on how epic it was, but I didn't want to make this video an hour long. If you remember from the Quest detail I did a couple weeks back, even though they're both Nissans, it's not a Nissan problem, it's a van problem that the rail where the sliding door goes has a ton of stuff. It just collects stuff. That's a minivan thing, so we are going to hit it with a pressure washer because this one definitely has some stuff in here and we want to get it cleaned. Door jambs are all rinsed off, tires and wheels are all cleaned. Now we need to rinse the vehicle so that we can wash it. We're going to wash using the 2-bucket method and the Adams strip wash so that we can protect this paint using the Adams Graphite ceramic spray coating. Now, I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure yet, but I think this is too tall. I think I'm gonna have to bust out the 6-foot ladder, and you know, that means this vehicle is just way too tall. Now that this giant van is all rinsed off, we have to wash it. We're going to wash it by using the Adams strip wash. We use the strip wash so that we can make sure to remove any existing paint protection on there, such as waxes or sealants. In between washing each of these panels, I will go over to the rinse bucket and rinse both the detailing brush and the wash mitt thoroughly, and then dump them into the bucket that has the soap suds and go back and do the next panel. This helps to keep the paint scratch free. In order to save time for the epic interior transformation on this NV3500, I did not film some of the steps like chemical decontamination and also the physical decontamination steps. I did both of those. Chemical decontamination, I used the Iron X from CarPro. Physical decontamination, I used Chemical Guys Clay Lube and the Adams Clay Mitt. And of course, I did an alcohol wipe down prior to paint protection so that there were no oils left on there from any of the other detailing steps. And for the paint protection, of course, I use the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating, which has been a personal favorite of mine for quite some time. Now is the time when we get to start on my favorite part of this detail, or the part I'm looking forward to the most, which is the interior detail. And this is going to be sick. I'm 99% sure I can remove all of these benches here in the back, not the front ones, but all of these benches here in the back, and get them out so I can just clean the leather, get it restored to amazing shape out here in the garage where I have a little bit more space to work. That will also allow me to focus on the carpet without any of those seat posts being in the way. And trust me, this carpet needs a little bit more love than I can give it, inhibited by things like seat posts. There are a ton of car seats in the car, so I couldn't get the before pictures without things in the way, which is okay. It's a good place to start. We got to move all of those seats so that we can see what we're truly working with. So we're going to start with kid seats out, get the benches out if we can, then we'll vacuum. That was the most amount of car seats I've ever taken out of a car, ever. I think 10 points to the customer. Go customer. They have wheels. This one's heavier than the back one. Fun fact, even though I was very excited that some of them had wheels, only the furthest rear bench, which is 2 and 2, had wheels. The rest of them did not. And ironically enough, the 2 bench that did not have wheels was by far the heaviest. I get more and more excited with every step that I do. We've got the seats out, the garbage picked up. We've been able to assess the state of this carpet. Now you see that all of these little locking points where the seats bolt down into the body of the Nissan NV3500 are full of debris. We gotta vacuum all that out. We gotta vacuum the carpet up, and then we'll move on to the most epic part. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the most epic part, the carpet extraction. We also have to restore all of these seats, and you can see that the seats, all of them except for the front seats, go from the back of my garage basically to the front of my garage. It's going to take a lot of work. I think I underestimated the time to detail this rig, but you know what? Still having fun.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
So this vacuuming is going so sick, and this NV3500 is by far my favorite car I've ever detailed because it was so much fun and the transformation is obviously going really well. There are many methods to clean carpets, to clean vehicles in general. One method for the carpet in particular is to actually remove it from the vehicle, clean it, and then reinstall it. That method usually involves a lot more water and leaving the carpets more wet than just extracting the carpets in place. Typically, I don't go with that method. That is a really extreme method, and for most vehicles that I detail, extracting the carpets in place works extremely well, and it is also going to get the vehicle to a very, very good place. So I pick the method that works best for the customer and works best for me because of timing, as well as it gets the vehicle super duper clean. So the carpets still have a ton of debris after the first round of vacuuming. I'm going to agitate with a drill brush to bring up the rest of that stuff because I don't want to try and extract through the debris. And then I'm going to vacuum that all up. And then of course, we'll extract, and I'm so pumped for extraction. I will have you know, to do that last live shot, I jumped into the vehicle and jacked my knee, and it's why I seem a little bit excited because I thought I broke my knee. I thought the vacuum was gonna tank. I can see why I lost suction near the end. I pulled a total rookie move when I took all the car seats out and put them right in my way. You probably noticed me prepping the steam cleaner as I was getting all my carpet cleaning stuff ready, and you may ask yourself, why is it that B uses the steam cleaner sometimes, but not every time? Here's the deal. The steam cleaner is an epic option to get those really soiled areas in extremely good shape when you're done. But it is a risk because it uses a lot of heat, steam, OV, and you could damage something really easy. You could melt something, you could ruin the carpet or the plastic around it or something. I mean, it takes some finesse. So I don't use it in every case because every vehicle does not require it. So what I do is I assess when I'm doing the vacuuming and the pre-inspection, and if I think it needs it, I prep it when I do it. The Mazda 3 was definitely a great example a couple videos back, and this NV3500, no exception. It's going to need it as well. It should probably come as no surprise to you, the viewer, but the most soiled areas in this van were the entrance or the approach into the seating area, as well as in front of the first row of benches and the second row of benches. Right in that area, it was basically like extracting mud.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So as far as B's scale of dirty carpets, with 1 being absolutely clean and 10 being dirty, the NV3500 proudly ranks at a 10. The carpets had so much mud in them and it was so much fun to extract. And of course, when I poured it out, it was basically straight mud that came out of my extractor, which is awesome for a few reasons. 1, it was fun to do and it's way fun to watch. 2, it's way awesome for the customer because that means their carpets that had all that stuff hiding underneath them now don't, which is sick. We roll into another part of the dirtiest extraction area of the van, and it's just right here in that approach. It was not surprising, but holy cow, there was so much dirt hidden in the carpet fibers right here. So I did remove the agitation and the steam cleaning and the spraying of the carpet cleaner on most of the rest of the carpet extraction clips because it is a little bit repetitive and I didn't want the video to be an hour. So suffice it to say, in all of these clips, I have just skipped through the part where I did the actual agitation of the carpet fibers and just included the extraction because it's kind of the sickest to watch. Watch as the extractor hits right next to this trim piece. Oh, it was so cool. Oh, it made me so happy. Carpet cleaning went so good and it looks so awesome in there now. I think that was the dirtiest I've ever extracted and by far the funnest, so top extraction ever. If I can think of a cooler title, that's what I'm gonna call this NV3500 detail for the carpet extractions at least. While that's drying so I can clean the interior plastics, I'm going to get all of these seats. They are all leather. The products we are going to use today, we're gonna start out with the leather cleaner, all chemical guys by the way. Then we're gonna go to the conditioner, and then protect with the protectant. Really not that hard. We are going to actually clean with the drill brush too, just because these are so haggard. I wanna make sure to restore them to amazing shape. And for that, we need to use the best tools in the arsenal. As I started detailing the seats, I knew that the leather cleaner mixed with the drill brush was not going to be quite enough. These seats were a little bit beyond, and again, requiring finesse, but you can use the steam cleaner on leather. You just have to be extremely careful, which I was, and it turned out really great because these seats, even though they've been used by kids for the majority of their life, they were able to be detailed really, really nicely. After making sure that all of the leather was extremely clean, I followed up with the leather conditioner on all the seats, of course, and then started at the first seat in the row with the leather protector and went all the way down the row, making sure that all of the leather was, of course, protected. Now, when you apply the leather protectant, it needs to sit and dwell for just a few moments, and then you buff it off with a microfiber towel, which of course I did. And yes, this was a very, very long row of seats. We are finally to the spot where we can clean the interior plastics and clean the windows. What we're going to do is start out with the APC from 3D, use our steam cleaner in the more soiled areas, detailed brushes for the tiny little areas, microfiber towel to wipe off. To protect, we're actually going to use Pearl Interior, diluted at 5:1 ratio from CarPro, applicating pad, detailing brush, and of course microfiber towel. We're going to clean all the interior windows with Chemical Guys glass cleaner, of course our Klein Tools voltage tester, and our microfiber towel. Kind of a fun part about cleaning the inside plastics of this van is that they were extremely simple. It was literally one side, not a lot of vents, not very many cup holders, and then the other side. I mean, it was really, really simple. I did film mostly, or I put in this video, mostly the rear area detailing because the front was somewhat dirty, but not extremely dirty. However, that rear is where I had to focus a ton of effort to get it in like new, beautiful, clean condition. So y'all know I love my 303, but I wanted to try out this CarPro PERL on the interior. I really like the performance of it. You'll have to tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Fun fact about this van, there is not one, but 2 TV screens. I was pretty brokenhearted when I put it in the van and realized this is not a front seat, but one of the rear seats. So sad. This detail took way longer than anticipated, but it turned out so sick, and I was pumped to do a vehicle, maybe not this size, but a new vehicle. I love working on new cars. Now, there are 2 steps before I can send this guy home with its owner. I need to treat the tires using Pearl from CarPro, and then I have a product to treat the windshield because winter is coming in Utah and that means lots of snow. So I want to make sure they can see out that front windshield the entire winter long. So I've got a product from Griot's Garage to seal that windshield. Of course, I would like to take this time to thank the customer. Thank you, customer, for letting me detail this awesome van. It turned out so great and it was a ton of fun to do. You are awesome. This NV3500 was a B's top 3 from start to finish, so I'm not going to bore you with going through anything else again because it was so awesome. And I tried to cram everything in. I don't want to make this video longer than it already is. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click on that button right up there. If you want to watch another one of my super sick videos, click on that link right there. And of course, if you want to detail with me, all you got to do is go down and detail that like button. Now we'll catch you on the next one.